What's poppin', y'all? Here to drop a video real quick. First and foremost, I want to give a shout out to Queen Key. Hit her up on Instagram, Facebook. Well, she on TikTok to get y'all hair done. She do everything. Get your kids' hair done. You got nappy roots. Hit her up so she can untangle the motherfuckers. It's starting to get hot out here. Everybody done had hats and shit on their head the past couple months because we was in the winter time. Now that the cold is gone, it's time to get y'all hair done. You got locks, you do retwist and all kinds of shit. You just gotta hit her up on those platforms, Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok. Hit her up and see what y'all can do to make an appointment. Get y'all stuff done. As you can see, it don't look too bad. But it's about time for me to get mine done. It's been like 2-3 months since I had a retwist. That's the longest I went. But hit her up. She does a great job. She actually did my hair before at one point, but matter of fact, she was the last person that did my head. Yep. Hit her up. She won't disappoint you. Anyway, I want to talk about today detoxing. It's time for y'all to do a detox. I'm not just talking about your mind, body, and soul. I'm talking about just in general in your life. It's time for you to detox. It is officially spring, and it's time for you to do a spring clean. Now you do a spring clean in your home, rearrange furniture and shit, do a deep clean. It's time for you to do that in your personal life. A lot of y'all out there, y'all still not really getting it. Some of y'all waking up, I be seeing y'all posting shit, and I am happy for y'all. I'm proud that y'all getting it. I know it's tough, but I'm so proud that you're actually getting it. Some of you, I've seen your posts before, and you have grown tremendously. So I'm proud of you. Keep going. Others of you, you're still not understanding how life is short. Life is so short, y'all. Like, you only have so much time here. And tomorrow ain't promised today. You see what I'm saying? So when it comes to you walking in your purpose and becoming your greatest self, you don't have any time or energy to give towards anybody or anything that's not contributing to your purpose. It's not making you any money. It's not contributing to you in a positive way. It's not doing nothing for you but depleting you. The one thing about being depleted that I had to learn in life is that you can be depleted for two different reasons. One, you can be depleted because you're giving your energy and time to people that does not serve you or your purpose. And two, you can feel depleted due to you going through trials and tribulations and climbing mountains and jumping hurdles that's required for you to do in order to get to your purpose, achieve your purpose and your goals. And like I say all the time, life is all about choices. So you have the option. You have the option to sit there and take the energy that you have and put it towards shit that don't fucking matter. Or you can take that energy and transfer it to the things that do matter. Things that's going to contribute to you, that's going to help you become abundant, that's going to help you fulfill your purpose. A lot of times, and I'm speaking on this because I know what it's like because I used to do that shit. I used to give so much of my energy and my time to people and just things in general that did not reciprocate what I was giving. It took from me more than it gave to me. You see what I'm saying? And I used to be so pressed on people and situations and all this shit. And because I didn't know any better. You know what I'm saying? But as you get older and you really, like when you really look back over a lot of shit that you was pressed about in the past, and even some of the shit that you may be pressed about now, don't none of that shit fucking matter. None of it matters. You want to know why it don't matter? Because it's not benefiting you in any kind of way. It ain't making you no money. It's not helping you grow. It's draining you. But if you're going to be drained because it's going to serve a purpose. A lot of y'all out here drained, and there's no benefit to you being drained from it. You know what I mean? It's time for you to get rid of people. If people don't want to get with your program, if motherfuckers don't want to, You know, they don't want to reciprocate the energy that you're giving. I don't give a fuck. Like, if the situation, the thing, whatever it is, if it's not giving to you in a positive way, then you need to release it. Leave that shit right where it's at. Leave them people right where they at. And keep it pushing. You ain't got that much time. And a lot of y'all that's really been working on yourselves and, you know, you really grew in life. You actually put in the work. Why would you allow that shit to make you backtrack? Like, if you gonna have roadblocks and shit in your life, let it be because you moving forward, and that's just what the fuck it is. You know, as you elevate in life, you're gonna always have something that try to distract you and shit like that, and you gotta have energy to get through that. But if you waste your energy on shit that's not even gonna benefit you, guess what's gonna happen when it comes time for you to have to climb a mountain or jump a hurdle? You ain't gonna have no energy to do it. Stop trying to control people, because you can't control no fucking body. People gonna do what the fuck they want to do, be who the fuck they want to be. And certain things, you know, you can put in work to try to control it, but for the most part, after you done all you could, all you got to do is just sit back and just stand. Ain't nothing else for you to do but to trust God and the universe. That's all you can do. That's why I said it's a time and a place, and there's seasons. You know, you got a season where you got to put in work. You got a season where you know, you got to speak, and then you got a season where you just shut the fuck up and you just trust. You know what I'm saying? You did all the work you could do. You just sit back and you trust. I would say for me, one of my greatest accomplishments would be that I've learned over time to just sit back and shut the fuck up. I used to be one of them people that I just had to speak on something. Like, I just had to announce when my feelings was hurt. I just had to announce that, you know, I felt like shit wasn't fair, and I just had to make an announcement. I just had to open my mouth. And I didn't realize it then, but it didn't even fucking matter what I said. Me opening my mouth did nothing beneficial. It didn't do shit but make it worse, because it kept me in that energy that I was in. It kept me feeling sad or mad or whatever the fuck I was feeling. It kept me there because I was being expressive about it. But as you get older and you learn, once you really learn this lesson that I'm telling y'all about right now, once you really learn to just sit back and chill the fuck out, once you learn that everything doesn't require or even deserve a reaction from you, you will understand and you will start to see how a little bit of your life will get easier. Because that shit takes a lot of fucking energy. And if you recall, if you look back over times where you open your mouth about some shit, to express some shit or to address some shit, what did it do for you? Honestly. It didn't do shit for you. It didn't do nothing for you but keep you in the energy that you was in at that time. It made things worse. And when it comes to people, when you address certain shit to them, a lot of times they don't give a fuck about what you gotta say. You losing sleep in your feelings about motherfuckers, and they're still going on with their life. And it's fucked up, but that's just the way it is. Because we live in a society where, you know, you have some good-hearted people. You have people out here that, you know, don't mind looking out for others, or, you know, be a helping hand, or, you know, really have a good heart. But then you got a lot of people out here that don't give a fuck. Because if it's not benefiting them, they don't give a fuck what you got to say or how you feel. So the reality of it is, it's pointless for you to be even expressive of that shit. I remember my older sister used to tell me, and this is before I turned 30. I'm about to be 35. She is one of the main people I go to. Like, if I have an issue or if I have a problem, shout out to Monique Thomas. But if I have an issue or a problem that I really can't figure out, which is rare, but if I'm really stumped on something, I go to her. And she helped me figure some shit out. She helped me, point a different perspective at how I'm looking at things. You know what I'm saying? And I will never forget the one day I came to her. I was expressive about some shit. I was crying, And she looked at me and she said, sis, she said, you don't understand now. She said, but when you hit 30, when you turn 30, you're going to reach a level to where you just not even going to give a fuck. She said, everything that you've been complaining to me about now and everything that you're going through is not going to matter. When you hit 30, when you hit 35, you're really not going to give a fuck. A lot of shit that you put up with and that you dealt with, people that you held on to that you should have let go of, it ain't going to be shit for you to walk away from nobody now. And when you hit 40, you just going to for real take the fuck off. And it's just no means no. You know what I'm saying? Ain't going to be, there's nothing you can say to me. If I say no, that mean no. And, she really schooled me on that. And I heard her when she said it the first time, but I really didn't. I think I was like 31 when what she taught me, what she was trying to teach me, really kicked in. I just tuned into it. And I think I was dealing with something around that time. I just snapped. I snapped into the reality I needed to be in. And I said, you know what? I ain't got to deal with this shit no more. I don't have to deal with this person no more. I don't have to deal with this situation no more. I don't have to deal with anything that I may encounter in my life that's not beneficial to me. It's not adding to me. It's not helping me grow to be a greater person. It's not adding to my purpose. It's not helping me make money. So why the fuck am I going to be worried about it? And a lot of y'all got to ask yourselves those questions. And understand that a lot of times it just be our emotions. You know what I'm saying? You just caught up in the emotion. That's why you bothered. That's why you feel some type of way. But once you learn to gain control of that shit, once you learn to feel it, but then be in control of it, then that ain't even gonna faze you either. It don't matter what emotion you'll be in. But it is time for y'all to detox y'all life. It's time for certain people to get the fuck up through. It's time for you to focus on what it is you gotta do, your purpose. You don't have time or the energy. You gotta save the time that you have and the energy that you have to be able to walk in your purpose. To be able to serve others. Because understand, I told y'all that a couple months ago in one of my videos, where a huge part of your purpose is to serve. You're going to serve somebody. You're going to solve a problem. That's going to take a lot of energy. So you don't have it in you to sit there and serve others. Build for yourself, serve others, and sit there and worry about irrelevant ass people or situations. You just don't. You don't want to get up there in age when you old and gray and you sit in a rocking chair looking back over your life and living in regret. Talking about what you would have wish you could have did and woulda and all that shit. Like, you don't have time for that. That and honestly, that's one of my greatest fears. That's one of my greatest fears. I don't want to become an old ass lady and just be sitting there and just feeling regrets because I didn't walk in my full purpose. I didn't live my life to my fullest capability because I was worried about irrelevant ass shit and people. You only get one life to live. So on top of you getting your mind, your body, your spirit, all that shit together, you need to declutter. It's time to detox. Detox. Get rid of people, get rid of things, let go of situations and all that shit so that you can continue growing and walking in your purpose. Because you have other things that's going to come and distract you. And those things that's going to come and distract you is part of your purpose. It was already written. It was already planned. And it's going to come at a time, depending on how far you done grew in your purpose. Like they say, for every new level you enter, there's a new devil. And that motherfucker waiting on your ass. But if you got your mind and your emotions and your thoughts on things and people that don't matter, you're not going to be able to prepare yourself to be able to fight that new devil. Each level gets even more intense. Each devil you encounter on each level is going to come harder and harder. You don't have the time or the energy to give to anything or anybody that does not serve your purpose. I don't give a fuck who they are. Release their ass and keep moving forward. Because if not, you're going to live in regret. You're going to live a life in regret because you're not going to be ready. You're going to miss the mark. You're going to miss your opportunities. Opportunities going to be granted to you, presented to you, and you're going to miss them because you're looking this way. You're supposed to look forward. You got to always, I don't give a fuck what come your way. You're going to have shit coming from your left, your right. You're going to have shit even when you looking forward. You're going to have shit crossing your path. You're going to have shit from your past trying to, get at you and distract you. You have to keep your eyes on the prize. I'm telling y'all. Because I wasted a lot of time in my life. I still have a lot of time. I finally woke the fuck up. But a lot of years I did waste on keeping my mind and just be worried about the wrong things. Focusing on what people doing and what they doing to me and situations and all that shit. Like, none of that shit was worth it in the end. And when I finally sat down and looked back over the shit that I was pressed about, I was salty at first, but I realized I couldn't be salty for too long. What happened. If I wasted my time, I wasted my time. The question is, what the fuck you gonna do with the time you have left? Life is all about choices. And at the end of the day, no matter what people do to you, no matter what circumstance you're dealing with, at the end of the day, no matter what, you are in control. Whether you believe it or not, you're in control. It comes a time where you will actually sit there and rightfully have the right to blame other people and, shit like that. You will have that right. But then it's like, at the end of the day, it's always going to revert to, what are you going to do about it? You either allow that shit to keep you down, allow that shit to continue making you angry or making you sad, or you can sit there and keep feeling sorry for yourself, or you can use that shit to fuel you in order for you to become a better person, so that you can become the person you need to be to fulfill your purpose. That's your goal. Everybody has a purpose. That's the point of you being here. It's time for you to detox. Spring clean. Get rid of. You ain't got that much time. I don't see why people don't understand that. You don't have that much time here. Life is short as fuck. What are you going to do? You're either going to sit there and keep giving your energy towards that bullshit, or you going to just say fuck that and fuck them and save your energy and your time for the things that you have to get through in order to fulfill your purpose, because it's going to come. You're going to be depleted in life. And it's going to be two ways you're going to be depleted. Two ways. The first way that you will be depleted is if you give your energy to people and things and circumstances and shit that really don't fucking matter at the end of the day. It does not matter. Or you can be depleted from you giving your energy and time to things that do matter. You got to climb mountains and jump hurdles and go through a whole lot of shit. Because those things are meant, they're not there to deplete you in a negative way. They're there to help you grow into the person you need to be to fulfill your purpose. And it's your choice. Just like I made my status earlier this morning before I walked into the gym. And I talked about in my status how it's important for you to get your body together. Be mindful of what you eat and what you drink. Because either way, whether you go the healthy route or you go the route where you don't give a fuck and you eating a whole lot of junk and drinking a whole lot of liquor and doing all this shit, you gonna hurt. It hurts to lift them weights and shit like that. It hurts. Doing all them reps and lifting that heavy ass weight. But it's also gonna hurt if you become ill from not taking care of yourself. That's gonna hurt too. When you die, you go through a certain level of pain on your deathbed. So it's like, what pain are you gonna choose? It's time for y'all to detox, man. I can't stress that to you enough. And only you are in control of that shit. It's time to detox. Let's get it done.